everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to brand new Taytayski today. Let me see here. Guys, thanks. I had some friend help me out. I don't know who wants me to shout out his name, but welcome to the brand new set. Hey? Pretty. Am I wrong? Thanks, guys. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Svengali. Hello, Bueno. Bros Bueno? Broke Bueno? I never know how to pronounce it properly, so I just call you Bueno. Justin, obviously. Hello, the Justo. How you guys doing? I don't have my music going. I'm just getting used to all these new things, too. Oh, that's why. See, I'll just take it off. I know, it'll just, if it works for now, we'll see. You let me know. Are you guys ready to paint some pancakes tonight? I know we stayed in quite like a foodie direction this week with the cheeseburger a couple of days ago. Everybody did so good with the cheeseburgers. Like, everyone's turned out great. So I really think that you guys should go and try out the cheeseburger if you hadn't. Of course, go on, check out my YouTube channel. It's Taytayski too, across the board. You're all regulars. You all know what's up, right? Perfect. Next week, we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to be doing a drawing night on Tuesday instead of painting. Drawing's a little bit more accessible for some people. My glasses are filthy. We've got a regular Thursday. Paint nights will always be Thursday. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Justin. I see that now. Let's do that for now. That's okay. But, like I said, drawing's a little bit more accessible for people. So, on Tuesdays, more people have pencils at home. We're going to draw probably an animal of some sort. Maybe characters, like a Simpson character. I can start a vote on that to see what other people want to do, right? I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. I think characters are fun. Like, we did South Park Satan last time. And those all turned out great, too. But, like I said, today, business as usual, other than my beautiful new overlays. It's pink in here today. It's still light, though. Like I said, it's darn Canada. It's going to be light for the rest of my, streams for a little while, because it doesn't get dark till, like, 10:30 p.m. I don't know where all you guys are, what time zones and such you're in, but it doesn't get dark till about the end. Good evening, Dresden. Hello. Welcome to Pancake Night. Also, you guys, I don't know if you see, I have a new little something by my name down there. I made partner. With those fireworks. Woo. Thanks, Justin. It's exciting, you guys. Thanks to all of you coming and hanging out and painting with me every week, every couple days. Yeah, so I'm going to be bringing some new stuff for you guys. We're going to try something new, try something else. We're going to have some paint and chill nights where I'll be working on stuff, not telling you guys how to paint it. You'll just be watching me paint, and we can do, like, Q&As and stuff. That's usually the best time, because it's hard to get a hold of me any other time, except for when I'm live. This is the best time. If you ever got a question, or if I haven't answered your email, tune in between 8 and 10, and I got you. There's some more. Thanks, Dresden. Thank you, guys. Always appreciative of the props. Again, today we're doing another one of my lovely aunt's photos down here. She's a photographer in Vancouver. She does lots of, like, animals and landscapes, but this stack of pancakes just felt really fitting for our week of food. Of course, I feel like I have to mention I did rotate and crop it, because some photographers, right, like, their whole I don't want to mess with the composition in her shot. But it's a lot easier for us to paint when it is straight versus on an angle. So I straightened it up a little bit. As you can see, my canvas is long and tall versus a picture we're covering. I just thought we'd just make more pancakes. They're basically endless. I don't know how many people are painting along today. We'll see. But it's going to be another easy one. I don't doubt that. Easier than the burger. Maybe the easiest paint night we've literally ever done, ever. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks, is what I was just about to say. Okay, well, obviously, we've got to bring it to Instagram, so we'll grab everyone else that wants to paint along, and then let's get started, I guess. Hey, guys? Okay. Just behind the scenes of an Instagram post. Meet me. How many people are painting along today? This is my attendance in the class. Pancakes. Here in Calgary, we have a event. I always don't know how to explain it. It's not a festival. An outdoor event called Stampede. If you're not from Canada, most people probably don't know about it. But usually when Stampede's on, they do free pancake breakfast for everyone in the city at different places every day of the whole event, of the whole 2 weeks. The greatest outdoor show on earth. Exactly. There you go. We've got a Canadian in the house. And this year, it's obviously canceled. So pancake breakfasts have also been canceled. I just literally saw a post right before we started where somebody is doing like a drive-through pancake breakfast, which is interesting. I like how people are trying stuff trying stuff in the wake of what's happening. For the first time ever, it's gone on through wars and floods. Yes, okay. I think it is like 100, and the first time in 100 and something years it's been canceled. And a few years ago, I don't know how many years ago, Justin, Calgary had a huge flood. Like our downtown flooded, homes flooded, the whole grounds that Stampede is on flooded, like water flooded up the whole bowl of the arena. Like it was like so much destruction. Nobody thought at all it would, nobody thought at all that we would be able to have Stampede because the whole grounds was destroyed. And in like something crazy like a week, Calgary was just like, we've got to have our Stampede. And everyone just went in together and literally built the whole thing from scratch. And it happened. So for it to cancel this year is pretty crazy. I'm low-key glad, you guys. If Corona's going to spread anywhere, Stampede's where it's going to spread. Okay. I know I had a cool little intro today. I know I changed it up on you guys a little bit starting about 5 minutes before. But I wanted to try something different so we could start painting quicker. And I still just gabbed for 10 minutes anyway, so we're just learning every shift, okay? Justin, you missed it. I know, see, that's because I just changed it up on you. That's my bad. I'll be playing with that, don't worry. It just went over. You're a regular, so you know. It's like, what? Trust the process. Don't give up. Never make a mistake. Because there's no such thing as mistakes. Ask questions. Have a good time. You know, the usual. It's cool. It's cool. All right? Of course, Justin, I got that. All right. Are we, ready to paint some pancakes? It's going to be super fun and casual. Let's see here. It's very dependent on what people have got at home, okay? If you just got a good old beige color, that's almost a pancake. Oh, it looks white. Just like a tan color, but you can easily make that with, orange and a lot of white. Or do you have brown? Probably brown with a bunch of white will be our best bet. Because I'm going to take out some brown. And also, back to the glove. I know I said I probably wouldn't have the glove today, but my tattoos are still a little dry and risen, so I think they're not ready to be painted again, or painted with. Fashion. 100%. Spaghetti, that's funny. Okay, let's do it. Let's paint some pancakes. Let's take a breath. It's gonna be so easy. We're all gonna have so much fun. We've got the peanut gallery with us today. We've got something new to look at. Let's make it happen. Okay. Let's just get like a little brush. Doesn't really matter what size. You can even do this with pencil if you want. Some people like to start with pencil, but paint's like more fun in my opinion, okay? So you're just gonna scoop a bunch of water from your little, whatever you're using, cup, bucket, whatever. I'm usually literally using my paintbrush like a scooper. And you're just gonna grab a little bit of the paint. Oh, you can't even see. What have I done? How about, come on, Taylor. Let's do that. Okay. You want to make a consistency like chocolate milk. I messed up everything. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just learning on the fly. I just should take time to try out all this stuff before I go live, but you guys know me. I just like to figure things out here with you. We're a team, okay? So you're making this chocolate milky consistency. There's way more water than paint. You don't really worry about much paint in there. We're just laying stuff out. We don't want the lines to be super dark. It's basically just water, okay? Now look at your whole canvas and just acknowledge the whole thing, because people are very common. They get very intimidated by the piece and they'll like paint like a little stack of pancakes in the bottom and not utilize the whole space. So it's important to just like acknowledge that you have a lot of room and we should use it. And we're gonna start wherever we want to put the very top pancake, okay? And you are just going to, you can start with just a line even, a little bit. It's kind of curved up, but there's a little bit of a line. Like if I bring it close, and if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, oh, come on, you can do it, camera. Just focus right. No? We're just gonna live on the edge like that? Okay. I just wanted to show you that it's like literally just water. There's hardly any paint in there. Because we're mapping stuff out, laying things down, making mistakes to make sure that we have everything looking how we want it to. So the secret of the pancake is these circles aren't going to be full exact circles, because we kind of want them to look like they're going back in space, right? So they're going to be fatter, like flatter, just like an oval, like almost like an egg. There's that first pancake. Just a long, skinny egg. Easy peasy. I don't know why that just made me think of like easy breezy beautiful cover girl. So there you go. Okay, we just got one little pancake. Easy. Alright, we're gonna go under there. And we are going to always acknowledge this top circle. And when we are under half, all of the lines are going to be curved in the same way as the bottom of that pancake. Is that confusing, or does that make sense? So we always want, from here on out, we're going to go underneath because the pancakes are on top of each other. And you're just going to do that same curve in the same direction and bring it underneath. You can even do like a skinny one, like, oh, maybe there's one just like hidden small underneath here, and it doesn't go all the way over. We're basically just making like a really chubby snowman right now. Right? Whoop. Whoop. And then we come from this edge and we'll come back around. Guess what? There's another pancake. It's as straightforward as we can get. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's next? Probably another pancake, hey guys? I never posted my Instagram, sorry. Oops. Okay. You're right, we're just gonna do another pancake. Let's just bring this one around. I have a picture of the pancake on me. There we go. Alright. How's that? Are all of our lines like the curve, the same curve, all the way down? Why don't we just make one more on the bottom and let's try to make it just a little bit flatter. And you guys are going to decide if you want to do cutlery or not. That's going to be up to y'all. Look at that. It basically already looks like pancakes, if you ask me. Alright. We'll save the cutlery for the end. We won't worry about that. And then when it comes to the plate, we're not going to get too crazy. It's always so much easier for us to just kind of blur out the background. So you're just going to do a curved line to imply that there's going to be a plate there. And really, the possibilities are endless. Put as many I just almost called it a cupcake. Put as many pancakes as you want in there. You can go all the way to the bottom. You can add some more on the top. We always have to acknowledge that the top one will have to have the curve out. You want it to be the full shape at the top. I feel like this one will just be cruising back. Alright, we are just gonna, if I can get it, grab some white. And we're still going to be using that same brown that we have. Flamingo! Hey, this took us a second. Don't worry. You can catch up in a minute. All I'll say is start with a long skinny egg at the top and then just keep buttoning that over all the way down. Whoop! How's that for a quick lesson? And it's brown. We're just using brown. And we're going to keep using brown. But there are just a couple nicer colors inside of those pancakes. They're not just straight brown. So we are going to have brown, white, and yellow on our palette. And we'll just kind of go like a little slow so that flamingo can catch up as we go. Okay. But we're just going to add a tiny touch into our mixture when we're mixing brown, white, and yellow. Because if you squint at our pancakes at the bottom there, they're not just brown. They've got a little bit of a nice color in there. Let's say like a buttermilk. No, buttermilk's probably just white, isn't it? Like a buttery. There we go. Butter. Exactly. So it's like I'm deciding to put some yellow in there. Oh my god, with the glove, I always forget that I can't use this one as the, Okay, I'm using a bigger brush. And you're gonna grab some of your brown. And you're gonna grab some of your white. But more brown than white, okay? At first. We don't want it to be too light because even though I've led you guys astray a different way in the last couple of paint nights, I'm going to go back to my regular and we're going to be doing dark to light. So that means we'll be using all of our dark colors first, and as we want to bump up the lighter colors, we'll be putting those on top. So we're mixing our browns with our white, and you can even try to introduce a little bit of yellow in there and see what that does to the color. When you're mixing colors, always just put like tiny dabs, okay? Because it's hard, like it's very, sometimes you'll be very surprised how a color can change your mixture so quickly if you put too much of it. So just introduce tiny little pieces so you don't waste a whole bunch of paint like I do all the time. Just trying to teach you guys stuff that I wish I was good at. Okay. And again, of course, we don't want it to be too dark. You can take a peek at always look at our reference photo down here, right? Let's see. Do you see how that's like kind of brown, kind of yellow? I hate that the camera doesn't look like the same color that I see, but look at that. Flamingo's already caught up. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. So, with our dark brown, we can even probably make it darker than what I just showed you by touching just a little more brown in there. You've got your big brush, and we're not doing that chocolate milky consistency. We do want some water on our paintbrush, but it is not as watered down as we were dealing with for our first couple layers here. We got that big brush, and we are going to just lay down some color on our pancakes. And my best suggestion, as I say all the time, always be conscious of your brush stroke. So I'm going like left to right or right to left. I'm not going like up and down and around and kind of like scribbly. I kind of want to try to follow and mock the shape of the pancake already with my brush strokes, if that makes sense. You can even like rough up the sides a little bit if you want, because they ain't perfect, okay? They ain't perfect. Maybe let's have just like a little crispy edge right there. I don't know. Whoop, sure. Okay, easy. The color's not going to look fully right now as well, so don't worry about that, because we're going to be putting a lot of lighter colors on top, okay? Don't stress out. And as you paint the bottom ones, I would leave just a little bit of space so that you can see where your pancakes begin and end, okay? Okay. Beauty. Let's just pop another one down there. I'm still kind of being conscious to stay away from the one above so I can still see where they are. You guys know me, I'm a messy painter, and I like that. I like the look of seeing different layers and different colors and different strokes. So that's how I teach you, okay? Let's pop this one out the back side. Weep. I'm so curious if my aunt like stacked these pancakes knowing she was gonna take a picture, or did she stack them so well that when she saw it she was like, I have to take a picture. What came first, the chicken or the egg, you guys? Who knows? I've gotta ask her. Oh no, I ran out of that color I just made. Yep. Okay. Pancake number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll try to bring it close and show you guys what it looks like close, because everything looks better from far away, and I know that people... It's very easy to get just like stuck in your painting. You're this far away, you're focusing on all the details, and you think it looks like bad because you see everything so close up. You're so literally close to it. But sometimes when you step away, it looks so good from far. We're taught that in art school all the time, like always step back from your work and look at it from a different point of view. Sometimes that helps, yeah. Okay. So one thing too, that as I continue to teach you guys different things throughout the classes, I mix my paints, and I teach you to with your paintbrush, and some art teachers would say that's a sin, but I like it because you'll get different like values, and like, yeah, maybe it's not mixed perfectly, so like you can even see on the camera here that this was all from the same pile of paint that I've painted already. But this is a little bit of a different color. It's a little bit lighter in some of these spots over here. And I think that's like I don't know. Maybe you don't, but I do. Okay. So we've got some pancakes laid down. Right? We're gonna have to let that dry quite a bit before we really can do anything about it. So I know I told you guys to have, I didn't tell you guys to have blue, I'm sorry, in my post this morning. So please let me know if you guys don't have blue. But if you do have blue, we're gonna go through and just like put some of the plate color down, okay? Ah, Tristan, thanks! Yeah, for some of you guys who weren't here at the start, I made Castor this round with caffeine. Grateful caffeine, thank you. You're the real MVP. Whatever. Oh yeah, sorry, I guess. Right. Castor, yeah. I didn't even catch that. But, yeah, so I'm gonna be here giving you guys more stuff. You're gonna see my face more often. Bringing, like, one of my new pretty little layouts. Shout out to you-know-who made them. Okay, dokay. We are going to just roughly lay out some color for the plates, okay? And again, it's gonna seem a little odd, but I'm going a little more natural colored. You guys are not used to me going like crazy colored. But we're gonna need a little bit of black on our palette as well. Sure, why not? Ooh, this paint. Oh my gosh, it's dripping oil. That one's not ready for me. Where did black go? There we go. We're going to touch a tiny touch of black. A tiny, maybe not tiny, not as tiny as the black. Touch of blue and a lot of white. We're basically just drawing in the shadows that you can see in the plate here. And if we did them just black, it would just suck a lot of life out of the painting. So that's why we're doing a touch of black with some blue first, and then adding white to it, okay? I'll show you guys what it looks like on here. Oh my god. I need to figure out the color settings on this camera because that's a little more blue. But do you see how it's not like it's gray, but it's more blue than gray? It just adds it a little more pizzazz. Is that the right word? Okay, you can add a touch of white to that. And what we are going to do is not worry too much if it's dark because we're going to do a whole other layer of white on top of it. But we are going to acknowledge that the sun is on the left. Okay? And so the shadows will always be on the right of our shapes. Always picture just maybe this little Taytayski sticker is the sun, okay? And the sun's coming from there. So that means that our shadows will go under here. I'm using like a, whatever, like I showed, a medium-sized brush. Love the banner, thanks! I can't take full credit for the banner as I do not have those skills. Like I said before, I don't know if the person who made it wants to... wants to be shouted out. Okay, you guys just saw who said. If you saw in the comments, I wonder who made it. Justin made it, and I'm very appreciative. Oh, that's so funny. Impartial. I was like, what? This don't look like my design. I can't do design, you guys, nor technology. You know me. Okay, we're painting a shadow. I love that. Hashtag impartial. Yeah, guys, Justin has made me cooler than I am, okay? It's all a facade. All right, we have got a shadow going on the side of our pancakes. I'm just gonna imagine that we know how to do lighting, and I taught you all that. But that's just gonna be the nice and quick and easy way. The sun's over here, so the darkness is over here. Okay. Okay. And then, realistically, We can wait a little bit we should wait for that to dry before we do much else, but add more white in it to make a lighter gray. This is still like the same size brush. I just personally wasn't liking that one. And we're just gonna do a little bit of darker gray on this side. Still being conscious of my brush strokes, like imagining the way the plate will go. So I'm following the shape of the plate with a flick of the wrist, okay? And you can add a little bit darker gray on this side because our plate's curved. Because I think that looks best. And then it doesn't really matter about the rest because truthfully we're going to be painting a white layer right over top of all of this once everything's dry anyway. So you can roughly blend some of that around if you'd like. Not the end of the world if you don't. We are going to be doing some forks and knives down there, so be conscious. You can bring the dark down a little more if you'd like. Guys, we need Fats to come back so that he can do some more MS Paint versions of these paint nights because that was a highlight for me. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, we do need a collab. I'm trying to think of how I could do it good. I still think I need to find somebody to play, what do you call it? Pictionary Air with through digitally, I mean. Was anybody following me around that time when I did Pictionary Air for you guys? It was so funny. It was so much fun. It was so funny. I should set that up again. Oh, Jokaz! Yeah, studio hangs, we can do that. I'll try to bring in some good old, what you call it? Some good old Pictionary Air, yeah, Pictionary Air, because it's like VR, it's like you draw in the sky, basically, and it leaves like a lightsaber trail of drawing. Is that a good explanation of it? Heck yeah, we doing pancakes now? Don't they already? Actually, I'm not going to say these look delicious right now, because they don't. They look questionable at the moment. But we're about to get into the good stuff, okay? Meaning the pancakes, I guess. I don't know what I meant by the good stuff, but lightsabers, you're in. Hey, well, there you go. See? Fun for everyone. It is basically just like yeah, it's like a virtual pen. It's fun. And you, like, can't see what you're drawing, so it's just, like, you have to, like, try to, like, picture it in the air. It's just, it's a good time. It's a good time. Okay, dokie, everybody. Are we ready to paint some more details on these good old pancakes? If you have to mix more, that's okay, but we are going to be we need to get this color that we were using, the dark color for these pancakes. And we want it to be a touch darker. And I know it's like, Taylor, I thought we worked darkest to lightest, but it's just, I'm leading you astray for a second, okay? Oh, Shay! Oh, of course. Okay, yeah. Gladly I'll wait for you guys. And Tender Bear! Thanks! So much! I appreciate that. It's super cool. Unexpected and super cool. That's what I was saying at the start. I'm gonna bring in some new shows. We're gonna be drawing. And maybe, like we were just mentioning now, we're gonna be playing some Pictionary Air at some point. In some studio hangs one day. I'll have to get Kenzie back in here. She helped me out with it, and I don't know what we did, but we MacGyvered the studio so that you guys could watch us do that. And we will do it again. For you. For you. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. We're hanging out for a second as Shay catches up. We are basically just going to be mixing this color, but just a touch darker to bump up some of these, just some of the shadows. I didn't want to make the pancakes too dark because most of the pancake is lighter. So we are just going to be going in to add some darker shadows with my creepy glove. If there's anybody out there that has to wear gloves for a living all day in their job, I just don't know how you do it. How do your hands not get, like, so sweaty? Or am I just so sweaty? I don't know. And remember when we mixed this color, I guess for, I don't know where you came in, Shay, but this is basically just brown, white, and yellow. Adding little touches of yellow until we get it to like a nice color that we're happy with. But when we're doing the shadows, you don't have to add too much yellow if you don't want to. I'm just like pushing paint around here for fun. Let me see if this is dark enough. Oh yeah, that's dark enough. So you can see, like, I had lots of water in my paint, so it's kind of like collecting down here in beads that are thick and darker. You can like literally wipe those away if you want. You don't have to do it with a hand either. You'd think I'd wear gloves because I like to like get my hands into the paint, but there's something about not being able to feel it. And on a couple of my commissions the last couple of weeks, I'd be painting and I'd have wet paint on my glove, but I would have no idea because it's a glove. And I would just like be painting around, and then I'd move my hand and there would be like stamps of paint all over the painting. I have to like paint over it. It was just the glove, you guys. The glove. This painting looks edible. Tender Bear coming in hot with the cookie. Thanks. And I'm glad it looks edible already. Like that is a good day. Okay, you guys. Shay, don't worry. Let me know if this is stressful, what we're about to do here. But with this darker brown that we have mixed, we're just going to be going back and doing that same idea how we were putting the dark underneath, because this is the sun, right? We're going to go where we left that little space, and you're just going to fill that in with the dark, with a little bit of that darker brown, and see how already now that one cup... Why do I keep calling them cupcakes? It's a pancake. That one pancake already looks like it's on top of that other one because now we got a shadow in there, and shadow just makes everything look better, okay? I don't know why. Muscle hamster. Oh, yes. Do you like pancakes? Is that what I'm seeing? God's girl said I saw pancake and I have to see this. Well, hello, first of all. Secondly, how do you feel about the pancakes at this stage? They're not quite edible looking yet. Except, actually, Tender Bear said that they think it looks edible already. So, I don't know. Chocolate chip pancakes for show. Oh, we can add some chocolate chips in there. Hey, I won't stop y'all. Thanks for the cookie as well. Muscle hamster. Your username makes me laugh. Okay. Again, I just brought this down a little bit more to kind of make it look like that pancake is like going over top the other one. And then what? Where are we at? Let's do another one. Let's do another shadow down here. That's a thick pancake over there. And remember, you can make them a little wobbly if you want to like rough up those edges of those pancakes. God's girl loves them with a watering mouth. Oh, heck yeah. I love that. You guys, that's what the cheeseburger that we did on Tuesday, we felt the same. Like, I literally wanted to order cheeseburgers after. Because we painted something that looked so delicious. And now we're back here again. I've suscepted you all. Is that the right word? Okay. And let's keep darkening up these little pancakes. You fully support the food painting. Excellent. God's girl went on a plane for the first time today. Where did you go? I'm so jealous. I've been missing airplanes. My dad is a pilot, so I grew up with airplanes most of my life. Oh, thanks for the prop. TX acid. T-acid? To North Carolina. How do you feel about your first airplane ride? Was it fun? Scary? I'm sure it was interesting to fly in COVID times too. There's lots of extra rules you probably have to go for. Love it, but your ears hurt. Yeah, that's... You know what's funny is I assumed that after you did, like, I thought your ears would get used to doing it all the time, but no, my dad, who's been flying for, like, I don't know how many years, like 40 years, his ears still pop every time. And I thought, I guess it makes sense. You're just regulating. It totally makes sense that they would keep popping, but for some reason I thought you would get used to it when I was a kid. You have to chew gum, or you have to, like, blow on your nose and go, like, whatchamacallit? Push out, pressurize. Sorry, guys, I haven't really been telling you what we're doing, but we're just, y'all know, we're just putting shadows on these pancakes, right? Ultimate paint battles. You're only 13. Hey, that's... You're... Oh, you're only 13 and that was your first flight. That's awesome. I think that's awesome. Just got here chilling with some Sauv Blanc. Sauvignon? Jelly. Guys, I wish I had some wine today. Nice new look. Thanks, Tara. I think you know who that little designer is. Okay, you guys, here we go. We have got some shadows on the sides of our pancakes. Where'd my brown go? Because I already ran out. Nothing but another of chilling. Oh, another night of chilling and painting. Heck yeah, you guys. Look at all y'all coming to hang out. I love it. Okay, I'm still using that brown. So we've got the shadows. We've got our dark brown on our pancakes. Then I'm gonna chill for a little. Let's see, look, you can even, like, sneak a half one in there if you want. Look at that. There's another pancake in there. Just by making a line, I made 2 pancakes. Okay. I'm gonna wait till I get a go-ahead, but our next step is basically just brown. Ooh, we could do a cookie! A few boo-boo... Oh, I just saw your afternoon. Yeah, well, that's... I just didn't think of a couple things that I should have tweaked before I came on here, but like I told you guys, I just like to figure it out. Dresden just ate and now they're hungry again. Okay. It's not like we'll never do food again, but don't worry, you guys. Next week, there won't be food. This week was just the week of food, okay? But you know what's fun about these pancakes, you guys? We get to do some splatter. Oh. Did you just give me a pancake? I just said I just called the potato a pancake. Justin, thanks. Oh, guys, you're all just celebrating me for my partner. You're the best. I appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be doing it if you didn't like the show. It's all for you guys. You gotta, as long as you like it, I'll keep coming back. Next week there won't be food. Every week we should do a theme. Yeah, I agree. I think so too. Oh, yeah, Justin. You guys with the potatoes. Thanks, Daryl. Love you. You're the best. You're the best. Who'd have thunk it when I just started streaming? When did I start streaming? In September. And I was so awkward, you guys. When I first started, I wish some of you guys would see... Ah! Lisa, thank you. I wish some of you guys could have seen Awkward Tay back in the day. Because talking on camera was very uncomfortable for me. I was not ready. Okay. So we've got those darker shadows, and we're still kind of using basically this dark color. But we are... Oh my gosh, Dresden! You guys. Another potato. I'm gonna cry. You guys just treat me too good over here on caffeine. Thank you. Wow. Wow. I can't even, I got distracted. I don't even, what am I painting? It's a potato. Yeah. Oh, you guys, thank you. That's amazing. Just add Tay back. I love that. Okay. We have got our brown concoction. You've had some yellow into it. You can even add some orange into it. I know, it is true. I do say that at the end. When you guys watch the YouTube, you are missing out. The live parts are, the live sessions are so much more fun. Well, I guess. For me, I'm being biased, but I love when there's lots of people in here. We have great conversation. You can ask questions right away. You guys help me teach too, because like, I don't know what's hard. I'm figuring it out too. Okay. We are using that brown concoction that we made, but we want to brighten it up. We want to lighten it up a bit more. So it's lighter than the very dark. It's lighter than the very dark brown that we just used at the bottom. And God's Girl just asked, is it okay to be really mad at your sibling? And I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing just because I'm really mad at one of my siblings right now. So yes, it is. It is. I'm laughing because that's very relevant to me right now. Of course it is. Family's family, but because they'll be there forever. But that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to get mad at them. Because they can do mean things too. Okay. We've got that brown that's lighter than this, but still darker than this one, okay? And you are just gonna... Ooh, that's a little light. Add a little bit more white in there. This is gonna feel also random and weird, but I'm just using like a medium-sized brush, as you see here. And we're just literally gonna slob on some brown that has a little bit of orange. It has a little bit of yellow in there. And you are, oops, just going to slobby. It's not maple syrup yet, but don't worry, you guys. Maple syrup is coming. I promise. I promise. There you go. See, look, it looks like nothing. When you go close, you're like, oh, it's just a bunch of little dabs. But if you look at a pancake, it does just have, this is like all like the burnt little crispy bits. Right? You can add that on the bottom ones too a little bit. It's gonna look weird, but we'll smooth it out, I promise. Also, I'm going to be streaming on Saturday. It'll just be like a studio hangout. And I won't be videotaping those ones. They won't go to YouTube. And that makes me really happy because then I can play my music. Just like some of you guys that were there that one time that I couldn't record. And we got to listen to whatever music that we wanted. Saturday, what time did I decide? At 2 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be going on for an hour or two. It'll just be a full hangout. You can ask me questions. You can see how I work usually. We can jam out to some good music. It'll be good. Okay, how are these little dabs of our pancakes going? The maple syrup will probably be one of our last. Well, yeah, the butter has to go before the maple syrup because maple syrup's poured on top of that. But you can add a little bit more water to your brush when you're putting these little slobbies on. They'll go a little translucent, more translucent, transparent. I don't know what the right word is. I always mess that one up. You can like finger dab them on if you want, just to like give them a little bit more like randomness, because they are fully random. They shouldn't look the exact same. Let's bring it close there. Look at those pancakes. Oops. You can just beep, 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 beep. And we're about to splatter right after this, so y'all let me know if you're still coming along. If you need a little bit of time, but we're gonna splatter some brown on there. Splattering's so fun. I know you guys love it, but I always have to make sure. Put some paper down. One mom got a little, not mad at me, but she did say that she would have liked a warning for the splatter. Sometimes it gets a little messy, okay? This was important. To maybe lay like some newspaper down or something. Or you can just like have walls like mine. Can you guys even see this? Yeah, you fully can, like right here. Oh, just some casual splatter. What can you do? Taytayski ruining surfaces since 91. Close. 92. Oh my gosh, I'm just telling you all my age. Just kidding, I could care less. But yes, I have 125% been ruining surfaces for as long as I can remember. Like there's paint on our couch, like on the back of our couch in our family room, and I have no idea how it got there. But it was for sure me. Where are you kidding? It's like on our duvet, on our bed. For sure on the remote. It's, whoa, my water just exploded. You know, what can you do? Sorry. I'm about to get like some like paint splattery type tattoos on my arm, so that I'm like, I have paint on me all the time anyway, but might as well tattoo it on me, right? And that's why it's on the overlays. Exactly. Who is a good marketer? You. Okay. Okay, folks, do we have this like weird looking, what you call it, colored, splattered, weird pancake pile? Maybe it looks like dirt right now. Oh, God's girl, give her a hug. I don't know. That makes me sad. What are we doing here? Oh, God's girl, that's sad. That is sad. Okay, you guys, what did I tell you we were just going to do? Sorry, I hate just going like, okay, next, but I have to. Okay, we're doing some splatter, you guys. We're just gonna go into the dark brown. Totally up to you if you want to make it super dark. You can have darker spots. Like, I like my pancakes a little crispy and burnt, personally. Some people like them gold and fluffy. That's also fine. So you decide. I'm just going to do them a little bit dark. And to do splatter, you want to do that, like, chocolate milky consistency jazz I always preach to you guys, where you scoop some water out of your... I always want to call it a bucket. And we are going to make it that chocolate milk consistency. A ooey gooey pancake type of hamster. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. So, you are going to... Oh, thanks for the... Thank you, Bueno. You're going to come whatever, like I always say, like a hangs loose worth away from your canvas, which I guess is different size for everyone, but what can you do? Can I do this with a glove? We'll see. And you're literally just going to flick it. Ting, 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 ting. If you are worried about splatter and you don't want it to be over on the side, if you have a canvas, you can use a wet towel and you can literally just like wipe it off if you want. If you're not using canvas, you can put some paper down if you want. You can leave the splatter if you want to. I'm all about leaving the splatter. 4-year-old came over and said, "Ooh, cookies!" Hey, that's like, they're not wrong. Right now they do look like a bunch of cookies, don't they? How'd the splatter go? Do you see what the splatter looks like on mine? Just adds a little texture. Hey, that would even work for your 4-year-olds very right. They're like, there's chocolate chips in there. What color is the splatter? So I'm using the dark brown. So that's what I was saying about like, do you want it to be crispy or not? So you can use dark brown if you're okay with it having a little bit more of a crisp look to it. You can use a little bit of the lighter color if you want. Because realistically, we can do both. We can do dark and light ones. Our next step, once that dries, is we are going to go in with some lighter colors and start giving shape and the lightness to the pancake. Muscle Hamster likes, in the cooked spectrum, you like the raw batter that runs out when you cut it. Oh, you like them like, what is it? Rare. You like your pancakes rare. I love that. I like everything burnt to a crisp. I'm that type of person. Like, burn it, crispy, crunchy. If it is like meat or something, like put barbecue sauce on it. Yeah, see, Justin says with sauce, as I just say. Okay, that makes me laugh. Okay, yeah, put sauce on anything, I'm in. Okay, what are we doing here? What's next, guys? You tell me. We are going to make the lighter parts of the pancake. We kind of have to wait for a lot of that to dry, so don't worry about it, guys. We can hang out for a little bit. I just ran out of this, the base color we were using, so I'm just going to mix some more. Rare pancakes, please. Hey, that's fine. I respect that. I'm going to be honest here and admit that I'm not a big, like, sweets person, really. Like, I would prefer, like, eggs and bacon over, like pancakes and waffles and like savory, sweet things. I'm a savory gal. So I don't eat pancakes and stuff very often, but my boyfriend is a sugary guy. He loves those. He's the pancake master. And then we fight on like, I like to put peanut butter and syrup on my pancakes. I know we talked about this last time. And he likes to not put peanut butter on his pancakes. Jam, though. He's a jam guy. A Chow fan. And Joe hasn't had breakfast. Joe, stop making you hungry. You haven't had breakfast yet? Hey, go eat breakfast. Break that fast. I'm the worst. I'm not a big breakfast eater, guys. I can go a long time without eating breakfast. I don't think about it. I'm not hungry in the mornings. You totally had pancakes for dinner tonight in preparation. Flamingo, your commitment is all I could ever ask for in my life. I love that so much. Man, Dan's gonna be jealous. He's gonna wish that we did it. Is a green onion cake a pancake? Yeah. Yeah, I think so, right? I don't know. What about like a sweet... Oh, there's like sweet potato, green onion breakfast pancakes. Ooh, this shit. So good. And Svengali loves bacon. Heck yeah, you do. Because it's the best. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm just like throwing paint around while we waste some time, hey? Tender Bear's out. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and for the love. Always good to see your face. Okay, dokay. I've just been mushing paint around down here for 20 minutes, it seems. Let's move on a little bit. It's totally okay if the splatter's a little wet. Nothing wrong with a little bit of blending there. Wanted a cupcake the whole time we did the cupcake once. Yeah. See, that was me with the burger on Tuesday. Just, that's all I want. And we actually literally had burgers tonight. So, there you go. Okay, dokay. What I've been doing down here, I just mixed that original brown that I was using from the beginning that we started our pancakes with. And then I added a bunch of white to it because we want to get that light. It's not that yellow, actually. Don't worry about how yellow it looks to you. I swear it's not. But when you look at that pancake and you squint at it, you can see, like, at some parts, like, right here is lighter, right? Of course, where the sun side is, these are all a bit lighter. We're going to be painting that on now. And they'll look more like pancakes than cookies. Maybe. I think it's going to be the butter and the syrup that'll make it look for sure like a pancake, but we're going to go for it, okay, you guys? So we have that brown. We added a bunch of white to it. Remember, your brown might have some yellow or some orange if you wanted to brighten it up a little bit. And we're just going to start by coming close to, but not touching the edge, because the edges are brown and crispy, right? And so we're just going to let that base color pop through. Like, look, see, I came close to, but not touching the edge. So now that darker brown color that we used is the crispy edge. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? There's more paint than water on our brush at the moment, but you can kind of go in between water and paint to have some, like, translucent-y spots. And when you come to the side of the pancake, you're just going to bring up your line a little bit higher, and I'll show you why. Again, you can kind of just like dab, dab, dab it on. It's not like a solid. It's very textured and it's going to feel very weird looking. But if you look at a pancake close, it's very weird looking. Okay. So, this is the top pancake, right? And I'm showing you what I meant by coming close to the edge at the start. And then when we came around, there's just going to be a line in the middle because we're going to be showing the bottom of that pancake a touch. We're showing that pancake's a little chubby, a little thick. Okay? And then you can put some more water on your brush and you still have that light color and you can literally just dab, dab some spots. Dab, 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 dab. Good, good. Cool. And remember, I did a pancake. I decided last minute to just like sneak another one in there. So we're not going to touch that top pancake. We're going to acknowledge where that shadow that we already did was. Not going to put light in there because there's already a shadow. And let's come down on there. Does that make sense? Is it starting to look a little bit more pancakey? And remember, there's nothing wrong with buffing it out with your finger. Right, right, right. Dab, 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 dab. And again, because our sun is the little Taytayski up there, we are concentrating more of our lights on the left-hand side and kind of letting the shadows fill out the bottoms of the pancakes over here. You can put a little line through of one light pancake, because they do have, right? They are we're going to be able to see the dark ring and the light ring on the end of every pancake. We're going to be touching that up at the end, don't worry, if that made no sense. Got some more texture in those pancakes. I never know if silence is good or not, so I just talk away my anxieties of you guys stressing out at home. Having fun, right? Everything's going great. Good. And it's so sad, you guys, now that quarantine's over, so many of our regulars work at our good old live times. We've got Stacy, the hairdresser, is always working. Cassie, our Ontario friend, has moved out of Ontario. Hopefully we'll see her back soon. Oh my gosh, I almost spilled my water everywhere. Okay. See how it's literally just slob, slob, slob. Some are lighter than others because there's some more water in there. But from far away, it's coming together, is it not? That's like a pancake. And then, like we were saying to Shay earlier, we can splatter some light of this light color on there too if you want. Realistically, the more texture and colors, the better, because a pancake is not one solid color. I guess we can paint it one solid color if you want, but what's the fun of that, right? Okay. Same thing. We just make some chocolate milky consistency, lots of water in there. You can give your brush a couple taps if you want. Just give her a good old flickaroo. I hate doing it with a glove. All right. That's looking like some pancakes. We have to go in and darken up with a little bit more, with a touch of black in there. We're just gonna add these shadows even darker. They need to just differentiate better, kind of separate each of the little pancakes. Add a little bit of shadow where we're gonna put our butter. And then it's syrup time. So I'll let you guys play with that a little bit, but then again, one last time to clean up our splatter, to clean up our edges, we're gonna go back in with brown, but a touch of black in uno momento. Oh, it's 9 already. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. So many people are messaging me on Instagram because right before my live, so Dan and I have done a couple times. It's been a while, so that's probably why people are freaking out now. But have you guys ever heard of a fruit roll-up challenge? TikTok made us do it. But Dan and I started the TikTok challenge. Was it around Christmas time? Was it that long ago? Holy man, COVID has made time warp. So you each get a fruit roll-up, you unroll it, and you put a piece of it in your mouth. And then at the same, you like count down, and you race, like no hands, just using your mouth to eat the fruit roll-up. And whoever wins, whoever eats it first wins. And I have never been able to beat Dan before. And boy, did I come close. Almost a photo finish, you guys, I swear. But follow me on Instagram. You see all my stuff down there. Taytayski. It's on my stories. Yeah. It's fun, though. It's a lot of fun. One day I will win. That's the support. That's the type of support I need in my life. I truthfully think that my mouth is too small. I always use it as an excuse. But I do. I really do. I'll beat him. I'll beat him. It's all like you literally just roll it back up in your mouth. You watched and laughed. Yeah, it's fun. You can see the devastation. I totally. It's because I fail under pressure. That's you guys. I fail under pressure. That's all. I was winning. I was good, and then I saw that I was winning, and then I was like, and then I panicked. Dan's so serious. I know, and that's how he wins because he's so serious. One day I'll get him, you guys. Okay, so we are taking our brown right out of the tube. Whatever brown that we started to mix to make that color, don't mix it at all. We want it straight out of the tube. And you want the tiniest touch of black. And I know it's probably annoying that I always say the tiniest touch of black, but literally, please. Black is very powerful and it'll overcome any of your colors in a second. So just add like a needle's tip worth. I swear. This is probably gonna just look black to you because my paint never, like, what if I put it on my skin? Still looks black, doesn't it? Great. But it's brown, see, I swear. Okay. Again, might feel redundant, but we're gonna go right under that first pancake. You're gonna have a little bit of water in your paintbrush. Yeah, so a little bit of water on your paint, with your paint. It's not super thick. More paint than water for sure, but not like our chocolate milky consistency. I'm using a little baby skinny brush here. And you are just gonna underline basically the top pancake. And you're gonna go across and do that on a lot of your pancakes, okay? So where we found here, where's this pancake? Here he is, a little bit of an outline. So like I said, like Justin was asking, not super thick paint. But not super thin either. Here we've got another pancake under here. It's so funny, I've been listening to this playlist so many times since we've been doing this show that now it feels like it's like a super popular song that should be copyrighted and I get worried. But no, it's just the same song we've been listening to for months. Okay. Realistically, I don't even know if you guys can hear my music very well. The music's probably more just for me because I can't work in silence. I can turn it down if y'all want to play your own music. That works too. Okay. So we've got those. See how already that's like differentiated a few of them? You can bump up some of those shadows if you need. You play it by ear kind of. Oh wow, that's just a black blob. Again, I know this, sometimes inanimate objects stress people out the most when we're just doing these kind of random dots in lines. So let me know if things aren't working the way that you are expecting or want them to. Let me know. Okay, and then of course the very bottom pancake's gotta have some dark underneath it too. You can put some more water on your brush if you want to like blend it around a little bit more. But you see how those lines really, what's the word I'm looking for? Differentiated the pancakes? I don't know. You can even make this one even more dark if you want. Beep, 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 beep. How's that stack of pancakes? Can you guys hear that motorcycle just revving outside right now? Excuse me, sir. We've got a show going on over here. Please. Okay. So rude, I know. So rude. You guys would be, maybe not, I was gonna say you'd be surprised, but maybe not surprised how many, like, it's sexist of me to say dudes. I just assume they're men. Which is a me problem. But, like, in the middle of the night, like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, that just, like, go through downtown, just, like, revving their crazy loud engines. I'm awake anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. I just feel for all the other people sleeping. Bros drive them like that. I'm not wrong. Thanks, sir. I'm sure there's a girl or two out there that likes a good rev. I ain't judging. Not even downtown Oliver, Calgary. See, that's fair. It just, like, echoes so much when you're in these, like, high-rise buildings. It's crazy. It's crazy. Details-wise with some of these pancakes, like, you know how some pancakes have... Oops. Again, I don't know why I must have set up weird today because I keep almost elbowing that over. But some pancakes have that little nice line, right? That little brown line around the edge to show the top and the bottom. I'm just going in. This is like another detail. If you're detail-oriented, want to add them in. Just using a small little brush. I'm just using pure brown with lots of water, so it's going on like transparent, translucenty. And I'm just kind of coming around the edge. I'm like following the edge of the pancakes and then just cutting in before it goes to the bottom. So now that's an edge for the top of that pancake. Some of them might not even have it, the angle they're laid out. Hey, maybe this one's kind of chubby over this way. But again, these are just little details if you want. You can like dab them on so like they're a little like rougher around the edges. Also, moving forward, since I have a bunch of you here right now, I might as well ask y'all, would it be more beneficial if I did my paint nights like an hour earlier? Like start at 7 versus 8? 7, 8, 9, it'd be like 7 to 9 versus 8 to 10? Or is that too close to dinner? Or am I just a freak that eats dinner really late and it's not close to dinner? See what I mean by these lines? Like they're super watery, so they're gonna dry pretty translucent. Like these are already kind of whatever. Okay, cool. I'm cool with 8 too. It makes more sense for me. I just never know if it's like late for people who aren't night owls like I. Okay, 6 mountain time to 5. Oh, you're getting the poll. That's a good call. Yeah, Justin, thanks for the assist as usual. You guys give a little pin to that, to which one you like best. That Justin's posting down there. And see. Okay. Well, I chose correctly from the beginning, it looks like. That's cool. Alrighty, what do we got here, you guys? We've got a stack of pancakes, maybe looking like a cookie, maybe looking like something else, but that's alright. We're gonna slob 2 big old pounds of butter on the top of this, okay? My yellow is filthy. So we're gonna need white and yellow, okay? Your water might be a little dirty. You can feel free to change out your paint water. Sometimes that affects the color. We're going to get lots of white and just a touch of yellow because we don't need it to be like bright yellow butter. We just kind of want it to be a little off-white so that it sticks out from the background, which is just white at the moment. And I might leave white and you can do whatever you want with it, really. Okay. Man, see, I never noticed how outgrown my back thing is until I see here on the camera. Dan's got to shave it today, you guys. It's got work to do. Okay, so we have this like really white yellow. Just kidding, a really light yellow. It looks like white against my hand. Will it look like yellow against the glove? No, it just looks white. I swear there's some yellow in there. You can literally just slob on, you guys. It can be like a perfect square if you want. I'm just gonna make it a mound like in the picture. And you guys can hardly see it, so I'll bring it close. You're using thick paint for this because you want it to go thick and opaque right on top of the pancake that or the brown on the pancake that we've painted already, right? I made 2 pieces. Can you see, kinda? Ooh, look, remember how I told you guys the lighting is so weird? Now you can see the sun. The sun's coming. It's reflecting off a building. Because I don't see the actual sun right now. It just hits off a building weird and comes at me. Comes in hot. Okay. We've got just a slob of butter on there, right? And when our slob of butter is still wet, we're going to take a tiny touch of this light brown that we use and just lightly mix it in at the bottom line. It's okay if your yellow is wet. It almost helps a little bit when you just bring a little slob in there. I'll bring it close to you, don't worry. Because we just want to get a little bit of a, okay, well, I'm glad that 8 p.m. we don't got to change a thing. Okay, see? It's kind of roughly put on there too because it looks like our butter's whipped, but again, remember the sun, literally now even the actual sun is right here. So that means the shadow needs to be on the right-hand side of our butter. Is there a schlob jar? Hey. Schlob, cutie. Oh, I just said it. Because pancakes aren't cutie. They're delicious and delicious. But I wouldn't say cutie. Again, don't stress. Oh, you guys, both of you, with like, you stop it. I almost said it again. But, I know I'm kind of moving a little bit quick with these steps, but sometimes when your paint is like a little wet or dry just a touch but not fully, it's perfect to just add another color in there. Like, go into the top of our butters with just like pure white. Just tiny, tiny touch of pure white in there. You probably won't even be able to see it. Can you see it right here and right here? Beep, beep. And we're about to do some syrup once that dries, okay? Can we paint the cutie jar? Ooh. So cute. We should paint a cutie jar. I can easily teach how to paint a jar with a little heart in it. And again, some people, who knows your quality of paint, maybe the slob yellow that we put on there isn't actually going on well. Maybe it is, it might need a couple layers. So you can just let it dry fully, let this dry completely fully, and then you can put the color, another layer on top of the same color, and it should usually only take 1 layer, but sometimes it might take a couple more, and that's also okay. And when it comes to the syrup, don't worry, we won't go there right away, but we're close, we're close. Our syrup is basically just going to be brown, straight out the tube with a bunch of orange in it. We want it to have a little more of an orangey color. But we'll chill for a sec. Just chill, we'll chill. You can, if you want, go in with that dark black brown that we used for these dark shadows. And just go right underneath. Ooh, that's just water, and that's not gonna work well. And you can go right underneath your butter if you want. Because remember, you gotta give everything a shadow. If you gave one thing a shadow, if you don't give everything a shadow, it will look odd. Your eye will think something's wrong, but you won't understand why at first, but your eye will. So again, I just did that with a little bit of a watered down paint. And I just kind of buffed it out with my paintbrush. But again, you guys, water is your friend. What I went with under this butter is the same blacky brown. I don't know if that's a good way to explain that. That we used at the base here, the darkest darks of the shadows that we did. Alright, alright, alright. But see, like, how already just adding that little shadow made such a big difference? Realistically, you can probably darken up this shadow too if you want, but that's fine. I'm just picking around, so I slow down. A URL Taytayski crossover. And it's funny because when people come to my paint nights, they don't know that I actually, like, I'm a portrait artist, so I love to paint portraits, so I can paint somebody on URL. Like one of you. I can paint one of yous. Looking delicious. Thanks. I think so too. How's that, you guys? The sun is just... The sun makes the butter literally disappear. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Let's get it poppin'. Hey. Just... have your people talk to my people. Just kidding. I don't have people. Should be smack. Hey guys, you tell me. I was just, what are they gonna say? I'm just the hand that paints. You let me know who and what, and I'll do it. Are you guys ready for the syrup? Maple syrup, because it's Canadian. That's true. That's what I was sad that I forgot it was Canada Day yesterday when I planned out the schedule, because I totally would have done something Canadian. And then someone so kindly pointed out that maple syrup's probably the most Canadian thing you can ever get. We could have done a poutine or something. We should do a beaver, right? A beaver's Canadian. Right, okay, so next week we for sure are doing an elephant. For sure, this like cutie little elephant with like a little flower crown. It's so cute. We're doing that one of the days, but then you're right, we should do a beaver or a moose. Should we draw the elephant or should we draw the beaver or the moose? I'll figure that out. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get you to start mixing up your syrup. Ooh, Charles, ooh. Maybe we should draw Disney characters. I like that. Like with pencil, and then you can paint whatever you want, like, but if I teach you how to draw it first, sometimes things with like detail like that, it's best to just draw. Yeah, let's do... Yes to drawing Disney. Okay, done. Disney week. Okay, beauty. Okay, you guys, we're going to be mixing our syrupy syrup goodness here. And we're going to get the brown that we started with. We're just using the crap out of that brown today. And you're just going to mix a bunch of orange into it. You want lots of orange. You want the color to be affected. Because again, brown's way stronger than orange, so you'll probably need a good chunk of it. And it might look a little gross. Not gross, but not the best. And the very important part when we're doing this syrup I feel like I lisp every time I say that. We want to use a pretty watered down consistency, but it's kind of tough because we don't want it so watered down like the chocolate milk, okay? But we do want a good watery consistency because we want it to go on translucent. You want to be able to see that pancake underneath that we worked so hard on this last hour, right? Oh, and my computer's gonna die. Okay, let's just see. Like, do you see this colors? Do you see how it's looks terrible on your screen? Exactly. But how it's like kind of orangey, right? Just get this here. Okay. I'm using like a medium-sized brush. And you're first gonna start by pooling it over top. And like I said, it's very watered down, so it's gonna dry like it's hardly there. But let's put a nice big pool of syrup on the top. Water is your friend. Like, look at it close. See, you can still see. Oh my gosh, the sun is just messing with me. You can still see the colors and the shapes underneath, and it's gonna dry even more translucent than that. And when we go from one pancake to the other, we're just going to do a line. That's not going to go off this from the tip of this pancake. It just goes swoop all the way. It gets a little bit skinnier as it goes down. Like it's dripped all the way down to the bottom. And then it's going to start to pool again. And at first it's going to look weird and flat and ugly. But we're going to put some of those little white pure highlights in around the syrup, and it's literally going to change. It's going to look perfect. You're going to be blown away. So remember, lots of water. You can even dip your brush back straight. Like you can put paint on your brush, come to your canvas, slob some of it on. You can even go straight into your water dish and come right back up into your paint and pull it with the water on your brush that you just picked up from the dish. So that first layer drips on down. And literally, if you're using your easel like straight up like mine, like you can literally let the paint drip itself if you want to not paint the drip. You can just kind of put a little bit of water, a lot of watery paint in that one spot, and literally look like that drip right there is dripping on its own. Come on, go down a little bit faster. See that? Who can paint a better drip than the drip itself? It looks better than the photo. Look, now my lighting is so off because of the sun. Don't do this to me, Canada. I don't know how to fix that. We'll just give it a second. And the way that we make it look realistic is because you kind of picture how the syrup works. You would pile it on top. Oh, sun, go away. You would pile it on top. It would pool on the top layer. Weird. There's nothing I can do about that. Maybe I'll put my head over here. And I'll do a little bit of a string down onto the next layer. Maybe it drips a little bit and it pools on this bottom one. Because think of it as a leaning tower kind of, right? You can layer it on top of some of the bottom one here. And then just pool it around the bottom. Generous on the syrup. Sorry about this sun madness. Just all the lighting just changed drastically. You can also, of course, syrup that on top of your butter. Or if you think your butter's perfect, don't syrup it on top of your butter. Do whatever. But during this stage, you really, like, water is very important. You don't want to be painting thick, solid paint on there because then it won't look realistic. It won't look translucent. It'll just be like, why did you paint a bunch of brown slobs all over your pancakes? Am I right? do I fix this? Maybe. Is that a little better? Yeah. Nice, that huge canvas saved the day. Okay. Oh look, it's even dripping down here a little bit. That's kind of cool. And see, like a wet rag is like literally an eraser. Beauty. So see that close up? See how wet it is? But see how like the drips are super cool. You can still see the pancake underneath that we've worked on. Let's just, why don't we put some more goo over here? Depending on your paint quality, you might need to do this step a couple times. Looks amazing. Best part's the butter. Heck yeah! I agree. So we're gonna let that dry. And then these little white highlights, you guys, are truthfully going to... Why is this being so weird? Are going to make the whole thing. I don't know if we're going to do cutlery, guys. I think that's a little too crazy. I think we should probably just stick to just the pancakes, but I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see how she goes. We'll let this dry. If anybody wants to preemptively get their palette ready, we for sure will need some white on your brush. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is my little nephew. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh my god. So cute. Literally liked by the Justin. Dude, that's it. I didn't even see. That's really funny. How's that syrupy goodness going? And again, play it by ear, you guys. Like, if you feel like your pancakes are too dark and they still look a little cookie-esque, you can easily go back in with another layer of brown. That's maybe it's a little bit more the color you're looking for. Maybe you need it to be a little more yellowy in it. Let's see. I'll see if I can... I'm just trying to think of problems that people may have. If your 4-year-old still says nice cookies when they look at your pancakes. Like, let's see. Yeah, that could work. See what I mean? You can go in and like make it a little more doughy looking if you want. There's never a max on how many layers you can put onto your painting, you know? Until it looks the way that you want to. And that's what I always say. I'm like, I just paint a painting and I usually hate it. At some point during any painting I do, I hate it. And Dan always laughs. He's like, oh, you hate the painting? Well, then you're just right on track then. And I just like paint over top of it until I like it. And that's why people say like, what happens if you overwork a painting? And heck yeah, I overwork paintings all the time. But then I just paint white over top of that overworked spot and then I just do it again. Never throw a painting out, you guys. They never die. Lighten up some pancakes. She said they're beautiful and they look a little like pancakes. Aren't kids just the best? They're beautiful little pastries of some sort, right? That's all that matters. Okay. just lightening them up, just in case somebody else wants to, too. Okay, mine's not fully dry yet, but I'm gonna go in there just to show you guys. Let's see if I can get some clear white in there. So when you do pure white highlight, you want to go in with thick pure paint. Hardly any water at all. I'm using a tiny little, whatever, the smallest brush you got. And you will, sorry, that was a really bad show of that brush. And you don't want to push too hard. Be very light on your brush. And we're gonna start by just adding some white highlights around the edges of all of our gooey spots, okay? Like maybe it's gonna come down our little stringy bit. You can kind of bring a little bit down in there. Ooh, that's a little thick, but that's okay. You have a little bit of water on your brush to help, but again, it's more paint than water. It's basically all paint. Who are we kidding? But that's the best way, is to stick, like we've been doing before with all the highlights, stick onto the left-hand side of your goo, your syrupy goo, to add the highlights to. It's okay if it's a little wet. If your syrup is a little wet, you can blend through it a little bit. And just add maybe a bright one little highlight inside. Who knows? I don't know. But see how those white lines literally just like made it look like it's real already? Y'all know I'm a sucker for white highlight, I tell ya. And then at the bottom here, you just kind of follow the edge, the shape. Like we come around the edge a little bit at the bottom. How's that? How's that? And what, did I put some more in here too? There we go. Guys, do we have some pancakes? How does that look? We can maybe make a couple little bubbles. Whoop, whoop. And then depending on what your plate is looking like. Oh, there's some yellow in there. That's not what I want. I was trying to just go in with pure white to just clean up this edge, but there was yellow in there, and so now I'm just going for it quick. Just ignore that. Where did my way go? You can even white highlight your plate if you want, but I don't think that's necessary. White's always a friend. You can literally use white to white out white out whatever you want. If you're not happy with the line or a color, white it out and start over once your white dries. Oh, that yellow in there just ruined it. And you guys can't even tell. Doesn't look yellow on your screen. You can see where my glove has just smudged all this paint on the side. Let me know, how did that syrup go? It's a little bit of a different technique than usual. If you're finding that your syrup is not dark enough or showing like anything, then you might need to do a couple layers, or you can easily, again, with a little bit of watered down paint and that brown, you can kind of lightly come around some of the edges of your syrup with the darker color here, see? If you want, but I don't think it shouldn't be necessary. I'm just, again, I don't know how it's going for you guys, so if that's a problem, maybe that's something you can do. Right. Let me see, has anyone sent me a picture? I don't think I saw any last time. Anybody? Usually if you haven't sent me a picture, that's a bad sign. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Let me see. I don't think so. Shade? Flamingo? Anyone? Just kidding, I won't put you guys on the spot. The light doesn't always come from the left, but it seems like most of the time what we've been working on, it just has been from the left. Doesn't have to be, but you do have to choose for yourself. Like, whenever you paint anything, you always have to decide where the light's coming from and adhere to that the whole time. And then it'll keep your space more believable. Like I said, your eye is smart, so when people start playing with like shadows being different directions or lighting just being different, your eye will be like, why does this make me uncomfortable? You might not even know, but you will feel odd. That was one of the main things that that I learned, at least in art school, was just like how you can make people feel certain ways by like using certain colors or by using shadow or shape or whatever. It's pretty crazy. Ooh, come back. How do you feel about these pancakes? Look at all those little messy schlobs turned into, from far away, just a good old pancake. Realistically, I guess we can paint the background if you wanted. I just like slob some blue in there. If you want, you can add some color to the back. Again, I just come super close, touching or not. You can come all the way to or just about to. And flail some color around. Guys, I'm excited about the Disney. That's really smart. Very smart. Do, 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 do. Remember how I always was so like conscious of where you put your brush strokes? Well, now I think it's when you're in the background. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Maybe not everyone. To kind of go a little crazy and add some cool texture and madness in the background. I'll bring it close again, but there's a nice consistency of paint to water in here. Okay. See how it looks kind of cool and it's got some different strokes in there. Wow, the color, having pink as my background colors are really, let me see if changing it does, where's my remote go? Hello, Polar. How you doing? Did that change the color at all? If I bring it closer. What can you do? I'm good. We just painted this stack of pancakes as a class together. Did anyone send any pictures in yet, or are we not wanting to share our what do I call them, pumpkins? Our pancakes today. I don't know why my brain just likes to just forget words when I'm live. The painting's amazing. Thank you, Polar. That means the world. You're stressed over the syrup. Okay, that's kind of why I've been saying this. I feel like that has I felt like that was going to be a problem. Okay, what about it, actually? What's stressing you out? Is the, consistency with, the water not working? What are we feeling? Oh my gosh! Check this one out! Your color seems way off. Okay. Oh, that's not as big of a... Oh, wait, Ashley. Well, I'll show it on here. You sent it as a disappearing message, but I can show on my phone for now. Guys, her pancakes. Come on. Focus in on it. You can do it! Come on! There we go. Look at him! So good! So good. Okay, your color seems so off, you say. Not the one I just showed, but flamingo. And you just mixed brown and orange together? Ooh, I'm liking this look here. Let's see here. Check out check out these apples. Move that over there. Check it out. Always love seeing you guys. Love the textured backgrounds. Check out that stack. The painting's amazing, 1, because it is, and 2, because you can't paint. Well, Polar, you came to the right place. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'll teach you something arty. Whether we're painting, whether we're drawing, I got you. To be honest, you guys, I don't think we're going to be doing just a week of Disney characters. I think on Tuesdays, we're going to be drawing Disney characters. I think that's a good idea. Tuesdays, drawing Disney characters. Thursdays, paint night, as usual. Okay, you think the color is off with the brown and the orange. I'm trying to, let's see if it's close up. Compared to this color, is it, do you feel like it's more mucky? Do you feel like it's more... I don't know. Maybe it's just your orange's colors. Maybe you should add a touch of red in there to try it out. Maybe a touch of yellow. Send me a picture of it. Polar would try to paint, but you don't have any supplies. Well, then maybe come Tuesdays. Do you have a pencil? On Tuesdays, all you'll need is a pencil. Little Monkey still needs to add white. That might help. Oh, I promise you the white will literally make a world of difference. White highlight saves the day, always. What do I need? What am I missing? What was I gonna show you? Oh yeah, okay, so do them white. Let's see if there's something else that you can also do though. I feel like we've listened to this already today. Okay. You might be able to leave it how it is. I just got paint all over my face. And you might be able to go in with like a pure orange, but again, like pretty watered down. And maybe just kind of add a little bits of touches of the bright orange on top. Do you know what I mean? That might kind of add a little bit to the color. So I have like just orange on my brush at the moment, but with water. That might kind of boost it up a little bit. You like my glasses? Thanks, Polar. My Harry Potter glasses. Thank you. It's so funny because so many people like don't recognize me without my glasses. Weird. Doesn't it look like that light is like changing colors? Oh, not anymore. Oh, there it is. That's weird to my naked eye. It doesn't look like it's doing that. Oh, I just realized I just was staying on there. How long have I been painting? That is probably my most asked question, and the question that I can't really answer very well. Like, as long as I can remember, to be honest. Like, at least 2 years old, if not 3. If not before, I mean. And it's been my full-time job for 5 years. Almost 6, I guess. 5 and a bit. But my whole life, I've always been painting. I always just gravitated toward artsy things. Painting, drawing, sculpting sometimes. Crafts. Yeah. And now just recently, in the last 6 or 8 months, I have been teaching... I've been teaching you guys how to paint and draw and sketch and such, which is fun. Yeah. Since 95. Oh, close. Well, I guess, hey, if you're right, if I'm 2 or 3, there you go, yeah. Since 95, I've been painting. I have this, like, one little picture. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it quick on here. I'm not good at ages, so me looking at this picture, I truthfully have no idea how old I am in it. I can't find it. Here we go. Oops. Look at little Tay. Drawing that little girl's face with a little pig nose. So I don't know how old I am there, but I could write my name, but I couldn't write my last name. That was too hard. Odinsky's a tough one. Okay, you guys. Are we done with our pancakes? Or what? Oh yeah, Flamingo, how we doing? See how, like, you can see that extra orange piece I put right there? I don't know if that helped or not. But I'd like to believe that the orange, the white highlights saved the day. Yay, nay, yay, nay. Oh, wowza. Look how much nicer it is in here when it's dark, you guys. I'm a creature of the night. I like the darkness. I guess what else while we're just picking away, even though I took off the glove For those of you who came later, I just got some of my hand tattoos touched up and I can't paint. Can't get paint in them until they're fully healed, so that's why I wear the creepy glove. But realistically, you can put more shadow along the bottom of your syrup if you want. Again, just little details. If you wanted to add them. I don't know. Maybe. It is 10 on the dot as we speak. Whoop. I think we're done, folks. I think we got a stack of pancakes. If you ask me. Now what's my thumbnail with all my new stuff? I can't just eat it again. I don't know. I'll just hold them. Hug them. I'm pumped on these pancakes. Guys, I've never painted pancakes before. This was my first time too. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Oh, you ain't starting over. You ain't starting over. I would. Are you working on canvas, Flamingo? Get a wet rag with your finger and literally just rub. I know it's probably dry already, but if your rag's wet, give her a little rub in your down the syrup lines, and it should rub away a little bit. And my suggestion to do after that, even if that doesn't work, to do one more layer of like a light brown watery concoction over top everything, over top the white that you did, over top all of the shapes. Just because I think it's a little bit light. Oh, I guess people don't know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit light. It's just light compared to your pancakes. The syrup is just the same color as your pancakes. That's the problem. So you just need like a darker syrup. And when you put the white stripes on, they're a little thick. That's all. So if you want to try to rub them off a little bit, just to kind of give a little bit more of to show a little bit of the paint underneath. But I just think your syrup just needs to be darker. So maybe forget about the orange as much. Maybe use a straight out of the tube brown, but with that nice chocolate milky concoction. I don't think is ruined. I don't think you need to paint over it. I think it's great. Like, are those strawberries up the top with like blueberries and stuff? You got it. I think when you look at it, what looks weird is just that the syrup looks like a noodle. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not, it's a one pure straight line instead of just tiny, smaller examples or touches of a line. I think it's just because it's one solid line that you're feeling like it doesn't look like syrup, which is fair. But I really think that's the only problem. Everything else looks great. Like you got strawberries on there. Yeah. And then let me think. Even if you wanted to make, like, even try just another light, or you could try orange instead of brown if you want, but I think brown would probably solve the problem. And then after you do that, after you put that on top of all the light colors and all the whites, then do just a couple tiny little small touches of these pure white highlights. Like, see how the line isn't solid the whole way? Like, there's a tiny touch there, there's a little bit there. There's none down here. There's just a little touch there. I think that's what it is. You just gotta break it up a little bit. That's all. Other than that, I think it's great. Okay, you guys? Is that day one with the new overlays, with my partner, with some food? We've made some ideas for next week. We've got Disney Tuesdays. How are we gonna make that sound cool? We've got any of my marketing friends out there? We'll figure that out. Character drawing Tuesdays, and then paint night Thursdays, the huge, which will be great. So y'all send me DM me ideas of Disney characters that you want to learn how to draw, because that'll be super fun. I'm excited about that we came up with that idea today. Other than that, you know the drill, you guys. Follow me on everything. Like, give me a follow on Caffeine so that you can come anytime I go live. We can come hang out like we did today. YouTube, we've got the videos if you missed the live. What else we got? Instagram, if you want to see my day-to-day. I will be working tonight on these big paintings. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there's one over there. Oh, wait, over there. One over there. We've got an abstract one there. There's a person above it. We've got about 15 of these huge paintings in my studio right now that I am working on tonight. I'm always sharing on my stories, always communicating with you guys through there. So Instagram's my number one. Send me a line there anytime. Ooh, Svengali, Stitch, and Nemo are both great. Oh, I love Stitch. Okay, Stitch is up there for sure. I'll for sure be going. Don't worry, you guys. Again, I'll do polls on Instagram if you want to have a say in what we'll be painting here or drawing. Like I said, Tuesdays, draw days. Thursdays, paint days. Jab, hello. You're catching us right at the end here. Glad to see you for a minute. We're talking about next week, which is the best. Saturday. Oh, yeah, pancakes. We just painted the pancakes. Turned out quite delicious, if you ask me. Ah, thanks for the prop coming in, sneaking in at the end and giving some love. That's always appreciated. But as of now, next show is Saturday. Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, MST, I guess, is if you want to be correct. You're going to be hanging out. Set it as a Q&A. Feel whatever. Good old studio hangs. If you have any questions, feel free. If you want to hang out, listen to some good music, let's do it. That's that. And I think that's all. Like I said, see you Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. Or Saturday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, guys, thanks for following along today. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for all the props. Thanks for all the love. And we will see you soon. Right? Okay. Bye, you guys. Thank you.